Hey everyone, it's Chris Jones here. Well, I wanted to do an update video because I know a lot of you have been asking and wondering when iPAS 2 is going to be released. When are you going to get your hands on it? When are we going to give it over to you? When is it going to pass compliance? When do I get to make all this money with this new system that you're raving about? Well, during this process, we have been testing different tripwire offers and different front end, different middle offers like the core offer, and working on the call to action on the back end. And part of the compliance stuff that we've gone through has not only had us change some of the languaging to make it compliant, but also realize some different types of techniques that we can put in place to increase your conversions through not only things that we've done in the past, but things that came into play here during the testing phase. So there's a reason why we've put some of the launch off, and it's because we want to make sure out of the box that your sites convert very well. So because iPAS is not about just giving you a website or giving you a product to sell and then saying, hey, go sell it, and I hope you make money and I hope you convert on it. The whole goal with iPAS is to create small wins in the beginning and let the system move people through the process to create the best buyer possible by creating goodwill, by creating happy customers, by giving good value and producing a system and an image and a brand that can really take your business to another level. And unfortunately, it's not very simple to do. And I have to say, I've been very particular about what we put into place before we launch, because I want the user experience to be very good. I want the user experience to be easier than anything that's ever been done. I want the user experience to be fun, something you enjoy, something that you can just get, you know how to use. So those of you that are new to internet businesses aren't confused, you're not lost amongst all this tech stuff. I want it to be very easy for you. So, and I want it to be beautiful. I want it to look great. Now, it's not gonna have every bell and whistle out of the gate. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is a product that converts, meaning we have a $7 tripwire, and the $7 tripwire needs to get people into the funnel. If the $7 tripwire does not work, the rest of the system doesn't work. So we've tested several variations of the tripwire offer on the front end, and we're actually going to allow you to put in additional tripwires in front, because we know somebody buys that tripwire offer, they're 10 times plus more likely to buy the other stuff. And we've proved that. In fact, I just launched a tripwire last week, made over 100 sales in 2 days from this test. So we know these convert very, very well. But what happens after that is really where the magic happens. So right now we're just putting in place a few new things. One of those I can share with you is more than likely we're going with an application process to get iPAS. And here's the reason why. I got this in the mail over the weekend. It's a Visa Black Card application. And I got it and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And so I opened it up, and it has a brochure in here, right? And it says luxury without limits. And it has lifestyle like jets in there and houses and just all kinds of pictures of the card and VIP treatment, everything that has to do with luxury, right? And then it has this black card, and it's just an application is all it is, all right? And this caught my attention. I opened it. It caught my attention because a few days ago, I put a post on Facebook in the mastermind group. If you're not part of that, make sure you are. I put a post in the iPAS mastermind group saying, those of you that have your black cards, please post a picture of you and your card so we can put that in our sales funnel. And I couldn't believe the response I had. And all of you, most of you, thank you so much, because you put your picture of these cards. And it made me think for a second. I know those of you that have a black card right now don't really know what it serves, what purpose it serves right now, because we launched the black card in iPAS 1. And my idea with the black card is to create a luxurious and a prestige membership where we show value and we create perks and create benefits for those of you that have these cards. And that also helps sell the top of the best package that we have. And there's something about that card, as you know, that creates association. So when we have a website that shows hundreds upon hundreds and thousands of people that have this card, that love this card, that love the benefits with it, okay? And as we launch iPAS 2, it's gonna be very clear what benefits you have and the things we're adding to that. So don't worry about that. But just so you know, a lot of you love this card and you don't even know what it does, but you love having it. You love being part of this club, right? So think about somebody on the outside seeing this and seeing all these people that have this black card, And you know what? They don't care about the opportunity or the product. They just want to be part of this club. They want to be part of this. Just like if you get a black card application in the mail that says, hey, your life is going to immediately become better by getting this credit card, you wouldn't believe how many people apply for the credit card, okay? It's the same thing with iPAS. Our prestige package, our top package is iPAS Black, in which we give you this metal card in this beautiful package as you've seen. So why not leverage that and use that, because nobody else has ever done this before, not in the internet marketing space really. And so we thought this through and we started drawing it. You can see in the whiteboard behind me, it's just a bunch of information where we're really looking at creating a funnel and creating the back end to match the application process. So when somebody buys your tripwire and then they go through the process of saying, you know what, I want to become a black card member. I want to be able to make money with this system. I want to be able to go through this formula, but I have to apply to get it, saying, hey, you might not qualify. So we take it away from them and we charge $47 for the application as well as the formula. Whereas before we were looking at saying, okay, our core offer is a $47 internet success formula. Get this, we'll teach you how to make money. And then on the back end, we'll have our coaches help show you how to become a silver, gold, or black member. There's really no novelty, okay? There's no association, there's no want, all right? And so what we're planning to do here is just create this funnel and finish the funnel, which is 98% done, but we're going to create the core offer in a process that's a little bit different. And so now when people go and they buy your tripwire, that's all you have to do is get people to go through the tripwire, okay? Which, if you don't know, it's the $7 front end offer that offers some really cool value, teaches some cool stuff, and then says, hey, you learn a few things and we over deliver value. And it says, hey, to learn how to get the done for you system, the iPAS 2 system and products, you need to apply for $47. And on top of that, we're gonna give you our internet success formula, which is a series of videos that teach you how to make money. And then your coach is gonna contact you and be in touch with you of how you can qualify to become an iPAS Black member. So the psychology is this: if you look at real estate and you look at the car industry, when you go to buy a house, you go into a model home and it has every major upgrade you can possibly get in a house, right? It's got the best appliances, the best trim, the best everything, and it's modeled to look beautiful. And when you go in there, you're with your wife wants this house, right? And you go to her and you say, you know what, honey, this is out of our budget. But she's like, you know what, but I want this. And now she has this model house in her head. I'm just using this as an example because a friend of mine who's in real estate told me this. And you think, okay, this is out of our budget. Let's go look at another house that's maybe not modeled and upgraded like this one, but you always have what you just saw in that model home and you always want that. Okay, so as you start looking at things that are less priced or lower priced, you still want the Mercedes. So it's the same in the car industry, right? You go to a car dealer, they show you the Mercedes and not the Civic. If you can't afford the Mercedes, they work their way down, all right? It's the same psychology. So with iPAS, we want, before they even get into the system, we want them to see the benefits and the luxury and the lifestyle and all these happy people with these black cards. So they apply for it and they just want the card. They don't care what's on the other side necessarily. They just want what comes with that. And what comes with the card? Freedom, happiness, opportunity, great product, new lifestyle, new friends, right? It's selling that whole image. So we've changed it up a little bit because we've had such great success with the iPAS Black card, and we're going to brand a lot of this around that. And so you're wondering why we're delayed a little bit, and that's why. We wanted to make this the best we can so it converts for you, so we don't have to change some of these major things midstream. I've been using the application process for, oh gosh, about 5.5, 6 years now. It's always worked very well, but I've done it without having a physical membership card. I've done it without having social proof. I've done it without having a system behind it. So the fact that we have what we have just puts us in a whole different league, and it creates an incentive, and it actually takes away from your prospect and your customer a little bit. It says, hey, you might not qualify for this, but you need to fill out this application. And what that does, it gives us a lot of information on that prospect or that buyer. So your coach can actually go in and say, hey, these are your goals. This is what you want to have happen. This is when you want it to happen. So it really creates not only a buyer from the tripwire to the core offer, the application and the upsells, but then we get some information back, which honestly, what we're trying to do is form and create the best buyer we can. So the back end of our business, which is Empower Network and the silver, gold, and black, really performs well. And so That's what we're doing. The system is operational, the programming is done, content is being filled in as we speak, testing is happening as we speak, and these little tweaks that I'm explaining to you are also happening. Now we're also formulating some new types of funnels that we'll be launching over the next 6 months to you to always stay ahead of the curve and to really build a brand around the black cards and some other funded proposal ideas. But iPAS will always remain the shell around your Empower business, and the Empower business is just your back-end products. It's just your profit maximizers. That's where the big money comes, okay? So knowing that, it's the shell, it's the iPAS 2 system that has to carry you and has to bring you into success. Without that, you might as well just go and try to sell $5,000 worth of stuff on your own. So with that, I just want to do this update video. Also, just want to remind you, down below there's a button or a form or something that is going to, for those of you that don't have a black card or you for some reason didn't receive yours, I'm going to have our fulfillment manager go ahead and look you up in the computer. So if you didn't receive it, fill out the form or click the button. It'll send you to the form where you can put in your information and we'll cross-check why that happened. It's hard to say. Some international orders take quite a while. Some of you might have just gotten lost in the transition between iPAS 1 and 2. Either way, we'll get them out to you very promptly here. So just if you have not received it, click on the button or fill out the form, and then we'll go ahead and cross-check that and get back with you and make sure you get a card. So I appreciate all you guys. I just want to get you excited because what we're doing now is putting the final touches and the tweaks and really testing and running numbers. We just ran 10,000 clicks through one of the funnels to test it, and I said, okay, this worked really great, but this really didn't work so great. So we're just testing some variations right now in capture pages and videos, the sales funnel, and making it flow very nicely. I'm telling you that the technology we're using in the sales pages is top notch. It's the best in the industry. We're taking cues out of every professional internet marketer's book out there. So you're gonna all excited. We're slated to launch. We're shooting for May 1st. And we're going to try as hard as we possibly can to do that. Now, as I've told you before, I'm not going to launch this until it's ready. And I don't mean ready by, hey, we're just going to keep adding stuff and it's going to take 6 months. I mean, I just want to make sure that the launch funnel performs very well because we're going to have contests at the very beginning for the first few months where we're going to give away cash prizes. We're going to give away some really cool stuff. So I want you guys to start cranking in those tripwires and I want you to see applications going out and black sales happening and all these things, so it makes it enjoyable and fun for you, whereas if we launch it to you and it's not converting and we're scrambling trying to fix things or change things, it doesn't help anybody. So with that, that's all I got. I'm here at iPAS office. It's just about finished. One of these days I'll give you the tour of the building, but we're super excited to release this. I know you're all been very patiently waiting. I promise you it will be worth the wait. So it's going to be a great summer, an awesome summer for all of you. I'm excited because I want to go on a vacation. I'm exhausted, but I'm very, very excited to see the final product to get it in your hands. So with that, this is Chris. We'll see you soon. And for those of you that didn't get your black cards, make sure you click down below and submit your information. We'll get that out to you. So with that, we'll see you. Bye-bye.